on the American Cooler website. So we'll copy that, and I'll paste that in there like that, and we're going to push insert. Now I wanted to show it to you this way for this first article, which is fine. There is some code that I use that will hide the fact that this is a link. Now, of course, we wouldn't care if they saw the walk-in coolers as a link, but we don't really want people to leak out of our article and go to this site particularly. But we'll worry about that in the future. Right now, let's just understand that we have done a few different things here. We've added an image and we've optimized it to carry the information for the search engines. We added a sentence to the beginning which has our main keyword in it, and we bolded it. Down at the bottom here, we've underlined our main keyword, and we've also put an external link to an authority site on convenience store equipment. Those are all major SEO factors that really help this. The next thing that we need to do, now for this one, our title is already pretty optimized, so we're going to move down here to where it says all-in-one SEO pack. This is a plugin that helps with ranking in search engines as well. So we're going to paste that same title, but the description is going to be different. What we're going to do is say we're going to write a paragraph that tells the search engines it's optimized for that keyword. And so I'm going to write something like this. Okay, so we've got the main keyword at the beginning there. We've got that there, and for the keywords, comma separated, we're just going to put store equipment, and that's it. So we've got a little paragraph that carries the main keyword and has some different things like doors and seals and maintaining compressors. Those are all going to fortify convenience store equipment, and so that's done there. Now over here on the right side, we're going to want to put some tags. Now for us, we're going to put things like commercial cooling. This is for people who would search the website. It also is a way that the search engines find things and build a way to categorize different posts on the website. So commercial cooling, walk-in coolers, and walk-in freezers. We're going to add those tags, and so they're all in there. And we're going to put this under the category commercial coolers right now. And we're pretty much finished. We've made all of the revisions that we need to make. Everything is in here correctly. Now I've done all this for you, so this video will probably be better used. You know, it's good for you to watch it the first time and understand the things I'm doing. The next time you use it, we're going to have you doing this all yourself, and I'm going to go back over it and make sure that you hit all the points that we're talking about here. So we're going to hit publish. Now, as well, you could have saved this as a draft. If you find yourself, it said save as draft right here. If you find yourself having to leave, not being able to finish a post, it's better to save it as a draft, and then let it finish it and get it all completed before you may want to save it as a draft right off the bat, because you may forget something and want to go back to it. So it's better to save it as a draft instead of republishing it over and over, because you can see right here where it says 83 ping services using Pingler. I have a plugin that sends out a notice to the search engines to all different kinds of services every time that we make a post, so that it gets indexed in the search engines quickly. So it's better to save it as a draft and publish it when you're sure you've got everything the way you want it. Of course, if you had to, it would be fine. So now we can go back to the American Cooler blog by clicking right there, and there it is. There's the article. It's a nice long article, and it's been pretty well optimized for what we want to do. Plus, it has a link back to our website, and this is important because it also builds the internal linking structure of the main website. Everything within the boundaries of this entire website of AmericanCooler.com, that keywords that reinforce the pages inside are just as important as links from elsewhere on the internet that point as well. So every blog post must have an internal link with the keywords. This is called anchor text, with the anchor text keyword pointing to the proper page. And you can see down below here, when I put my mouse over it, it says AmericanCooler.com commercial walk-in coolers. That's the page we want it to go into. When it says walk-in coolers, that's going to help our ranking. So every time we post an article, if it's about walk-in freezers, we send it to the freezers page, doors page. Basically, it's going to completely reinforce that that page is a great page for that kind of information. I can't think of anything else right now. We may go into it a little bit deeper in the future. As far as inside the dashboard of the blog, be sure not to go messing around with anything other than the posts right now, because you could screw up the way I have it set up, and it's important to keep it optimized to the best ability. And I also have a plugin that would probably have found ways to improve this post SEO wise, and it tells you exactly what to do. But I tried to install it today, and apparently the hosting that you use is not updated to the correct form of database that we need for that plugin to work, which is why I use HostGator or GoDaddy or one of the top places, because they're always completely up to date. And it does hurt a little bit, because I'm sure it could have found ways for us to continue to optimize. It's really weird how this plugin can find little nuances that will help with the SEO that you would just have, even me who does this every day, just forget something, one little thing, and every little thing matters, because Google wants to place the best content for the keyword in the search results. So since you've got millions and millions and millions of articles and pages out there, we're in a battle with them to get traffic from the search engines. And the very first and best way to get traffic to an article like this through a blog on your own website is to optimize it to the very best it can be optimized. That way, you'll get high rankings just from the content being strong. Then the next way we do it is my job, which is to build links from other places on the internet, which give it votes and push it up a little bit. But since we're not going to spend extra money to link these articles in the linking plans, not a lot, maybe a little bit, what we really need to rely on is the SEO power of the article right off the bat. And so that's what I'm trying to show you. On the next article, we're not going to take an existing article and repurpose it. This was a good lesson for you, because this is something you can do, And if you find an article that you think really is relevant and you don't have time, or you're running out of ideas, once in a while it's good to do this, because you don't have to write a ton. But ideally we would like you to write articles from scratch and have them keyword optimized right off the gate. And we're going to want about a 4% keyword density within that article. And basically that's going to help. And with that plugin I was talking about, as soon as you put the article in, it'll tell you, bam, you don't have enough keyword density, and you can go right there inside of WordPress, find a couple places where you can pop the keyword in again. It'll tell you, it'll automatically do the bolding, the underlining. The only thing you'll have to do then is put the link to the homepage and the link to the authority site, but it will tell you to do that. It'll say it's not done if it's not done. So it's kind of like training wheels to help you, and it really is helpful to get it right. And hopefully, the publisher of the plugin said to contact our service provider to see if they can upgrade our server to the correct instance of PHP database that we need. And possibly I might see about doing that, because I think it would really help you to have that. But it's good for you right at the beginning to do this all manually, so you can see, so you understand what it is and how it works, and then you'll see why it's important in the end. So I think that's about it for right now. We will go ahead and stop this recording, and I'll send you the information so you can log into your admin panel, and I'll post this video up on the Cooler Doors blog below the first one. Thanks a lot, Rich. I know it was a lot, but try to let it sink in. Watch this video once all the way through, like you have since you're at the end here, and then when you go to put in a post of your own, you'll have this to fall back on. Talk to you later, buddy. Bye-bye.